multiplication and division of sign numbers. You're going to do regular multiplication or division, and then you're going to count the number of negative signs. An odd number of negatives gives a negative answer. An even number of negatives gives a positive answer. Let's look at an example. Remember, parentheses side by side means to do multiplication. So we'll multiply the numbers. 2 times 3 gives us 6, times 1 is still 6, times 4 is 24. Count the negative signs. 1, 2, 3. 3 is an odd number, so we get a negative answer. Here's a division problem. 5 divided by negative 1. 5 divided by 1 is 5. Count the negatives. There's only one negative sign. That's odd, so a negative answer. We can also write a division problem in a vertical form. So go ahead and do regular division. 2 into 6 will go 3 times. Count the negatives. 2 negatives is an even number of negatives, so that gives you a positive answer. If you have just one negative sign out in front of a division problem, you're just going to count it one time. So we would do 2 into 10 will go 5. We have one negative, that's odd, so negative. This gives us the same answer as a negative 10 divided by 2. We would divide 2 into 10 would go 5 times. Count the negatives. There's only one, that's odd, so negative. Or 10 divided by negative 2. We would divide 2 into 10 would go 5. Count the negatives. There's only one, that's odd, so negative. So in vertical form, if it's just in front, just count it one time. We also have to remember our zero properties. 0 divided by anything will give us 0. It doesn't matter how many signs you have because 0 doesn't get a sign. If we have negative 5 divided by 0, remember this one is undefined. You're not allowed to divide by 0, and it doesn't matter how many signs you have. Let's review for a moment. Say we have a multiplication problem, and in it we have 15 negative signs. 15 is an odd number, so we will get a negative answer. We have a multiplication with 8 negative signs. 8 is an even number, so we will get a positive answer. Let's review our exponential notation for a moment. 2 to the 4th means 4 copies of the 2. 2 is your base. So we have 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, and we multiply. 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 would be 8, times 2 is 16. There are no negatives, so 0 negatives is even, so that's a positive answer. Our new things we have to watch out for is whether a negative gets to go to a power. So we have two things to look at. For the first one with parentheses, everything inside is part of the base. So everything is included going to the power. And we do our multiplication. 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 is 8, times 2 is 16. Count the negatives. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's even, so we get a positive 16. For this one, the negative sign does not get to go to the exponent. It's not included, so only the 2 is the base. So it means to take 2 times itself, 4 copies. When you're all finished, you have 1 sign left. So this one will give us a negative 16.